Okay, it is Friday, November 26th, the Friday after Thanksgiving, and I'm taking a look at what I think is the absolute best setup in any class in many years. This is the GLD, which is purportedly represents ownership in physical gold. I'll leave that up to your own research to decide if you think that's true or not. But the first thing we see when looking at it is this big trend into 2011, accompanied with lots of bullish green volume. And then the $185 level brought out the supply, and we see that supply was enough to overwhelm demand until about this $115 level, and we see a reduced volume compared to the previous trending period into 2011. And then in 2019, all the supply had been soaked up, and you got this little tightness in price into here. And this tightness in price is a representation of all the supply being soaked up and supply dwindling, dwindling, dwindling. That's when you get that tightness. And then we get that big breakout candle right there, that big green one out of that tightness. And there were hints from the volume with this green cluster right here before the breakout, and then this next green cluster of volume right here during the actual breakout. Okay. Then in 2020, demand brought price right back to the old high around 185. We got this pickup in volume, and now we're seeing this drifting downward in price into today, accompanied by a drifting down in the volume as well. So this is giving us an indication that supply and demand are right in balance at this high level of 185, 170 to 185. Now, this is a classic setup from William O'Neill. This is the greatest setup there is for big moves because this setup is showing you that supply is dwindling at the same time demand is steady and increasing. You know from back when the toilet paper shortage of 2020, what happens when there is a huge spike in demand and supply dries up? Well, the shelves get emptied. But the liquidity facilitating environment that is the marketplace, the shelves don't just go empty like they do in the real world because liquidity is always present in a marketplace and it seeks the next highest price no matter what. So the price spikes higher to find more supply. So that's why I'm watching this gold very, very closely. I want to see a continued drop off in volume to almost nothing while price drifts sideways to down, and I'm on the lookout for a big green monthly candle of price in December or early 2022 to know that this thing is really soaked up all the supply and demand is really about to overwhelm anything that comes along and price could skyrocket higher. All right, that's it for this one. Thanks for watching.